So these devices here are ruining your health. Let's talk about that. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Barrookie. In today's video, I like to talk about the smartphone. Yesterday, I had way too much screen time on this device. And way too much is probably like 4 or 5 hours. And this is not my normal doing, but I feel like it's getting out of hand. And today we're going to talk about 5 things why smartphones are ruining your health and what you can do about it. First thing I want to touch upon is posture. Obviously, I'm talking a lot about posture on this channel because it's so important, because poor posture leads to poor execution on your exercises in the gym or in the park, thus won't get you awesome gains. So bad posture, what do I mean with that? Well, we all know the typical being on your phone like this. Well, that puts a lot of stress on your shoulders, your neck. So what we want to do is we want to elevate our screen and preferably use something that is a little bit bigger, like a computer or a television. So my recommendation here is try to avoid this, and if you need to use it, try to use it at a proper height so you don't have to be like this. I know it looks a bit funny, but if you do it for a long period of time, you get used to it, so that's cool. Another one is eyesight. Getting constantly looking at a screen that is only like 20 to 30 centimeters away from your face is limiting your eyesight, because at one point you're going to have such a tunnel vision at your screen that you're not paying attention to your surroundings. Plus, you're only going to limit your field of view by this 30 centimeters. And if you do this for long periods of time, like sitting on the toilet for 30 minutes or watching YouTube videos hours on end, you're really going to develop some eye strain, and thus you're going to hurt you. And I can testify to this 100%. When I was 16 to 20, I always was laying in my bed looking at the screen like this from this distance. So especially at night when it's dark and you put your screen this close, that's not good for your eyes. That's number 2. How can you avoid this one? Again, use as much as possible a bigger screen. So I tried to answer all your comments, and there's an app here that's called YouTube Studio, which is great. So what I typically do is I go to an iPad, which is a little bit of a bigger screen, or preferably to my laptop to answer your comments. So during this pandemic, this device has been very helpful for a lot of people to get in contact with people on a social level, but it's not always going to be a pandemic. So when the pandemic is gone, this is a social killer, because if you're in front of friends and you always have that one guy who's sitting on his phone while he's in a group with friends and he just doesn't care, that's not good. And I'm guilty of this as well. If my girlfriend's talking to me and I'm just on my phone, I haven't heard half of what she said, and that doesn't strengthen a bond between two humans, thus might lead to a poor health. All right, you think that's far-fetched? It's not. The next one is sleep. So if you're on your phone, and I'm also guilty of that, in the past I was always looking at my phone, my eyes would hurt, I would have a headache, but I was still glued with my eyes on that phone. And especially late at night, the blue light and just the exposure to light is going to limit your sleep. And yes, there are some blue light filters, but I think that this is just a band-aid approach. It's not only about the light, it's also about all the input that you're getting when you're watching a screen, and you get a lot of information at once when you're watching. Having at least an hour before you go to bed to just let your eyes relax, let your mind relax, so that you don't have that constant input of the screen. And not only phone screens, I also limit television screens and laptop screens, all kinds of screens, and I think it's a lot better for my sleep. Fifth one, and that also ties into the sleeping, and that is just the experience overall. You go for a hike, you're constantly on your phone, you're not enjoying the view, you're not enjoying the life, and you're not living in the moment. And that is going to limit your human experience as well. Although you might say to yourself, hey, I need this information. Oh, this guy texted me, or this girl wants to hang out with me. If you're constantly on that phone, you're constantly in a different place than you are right now. And that puts stress on your body, that puts stress on your mind. And stress is something these days you want to avoid if you want to live a healthy life. So I think if you're planning on doing something, especially outside, try to limit your screen time as much as possible. Put your phone in your back pocket so you don't hear it buzzing or pinging or whatever sound it makes. And that is going to make you enjoy your experiences as a human interacting with others a lot better. I want to help you get less screen time. And yes, you're watching a video talking about less screen time, which is illogical. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. I hope you're going to share this video with a friend, with family, whoever in your community, so they can benefit from knowing why they should limit their screen time. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I guess I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!